Hello, this is a Zero DSR 13 kilowatt capable of 100 miles an hour and 100 miles range. Let's give it a test out and see what it's like.
Hello and welcome to another episode, this time from a Zero DSR motorbike lent to me by that guy just there. That's John Chivers, who you may have seen driving our Tesla a few weeks ago. And as promised, he said when the weather's good, come down and have a spin on the DSR. So that is exactly what I'm doing. Being a biker, I'm mad for a bit of speed. I'm mad for a bit of fun. So it's only going to be a quick ride. I mean, we're going to be out for about 15 minutes. We'll go through a few facts and figures on the bike, what it's like to ride, the handling. Now, I currently ride a CBR 600, but I've had a ZX12, a Ninja, and both fast bikes. Obviously the Ninja's a lot faster, but the CBR, I've got to say, in terms of handling has been the best, and also in terms of comfort has been the best. The reason we went from a Ninja to a 600 is simply because of the seating, and so I could get Kate on the back of it because she wasn't very comfortable on the Ninja. So, oh, chips. Ooh. So this comes with a 13 kilowatt hour battery. I think you get about 11.4 usable. Gives a real world range of 100 miles. John's done over 100 miles in it on 4 occasions that he's told me, so I think that's pretty consistent. And watt hours per mile is, I think it ticks along at watt hours per mile of about 110. So pretty low. In fact, 3 times as low as a Tesla, but then you expect that, don't you? The Tesla's 2 ton. This weighs, well, I don't know what it weighs, but I'll find out. In terms of getting used to it for having no clutch and having no gear selector, so just down here, look, I don't know if you can see that, there'd normally be a gear selector there, and I'd normally have a clutch just there on the side of the handlebars there. But it's not there, and I've got to say, I keep going for it. I keep going for that clutch, I keep going for that gear selector, and it's just not there. However, in terms of control, well, obviously I haven't got to slip the clutch, I haven't got to ride the rear brake. It's all just on the throttle here. It's got really good regen built in as well. Even at 100%, it had some regen, which tells me there's still some capacity left in the battery. But the regen can be adjusted. It's got an app that comes with it as well, so you can alter the performance, the way it rides. There's a lot of different things you can alter with the car. So like an EV in terms of a Nissan or any EV that comes with an app, this is a bit of an extension of your phone almost. I really want him to open it up so I can just share the acceleration, but it is absolutely nuts. It comes in at 3.9 seconds, but it feels about 1.9 seconds. I think part of that is down to the fact you feel like you're about to fall off the back. Bizarrely though, it doesn't lift the front wheel, but I think if you did just put your weight to the back of the bike and just give a nice pull up, it might pop it in the air. In the summer, this would be absolutely fantastic. Oh, look at this. Go on, John, open it up. Go on, there he goes. Oh, that is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Just check that bad boy's still there. Yeah. Now it's limited to a top speed of 98 miles an hour, but I think John said he's seen 100. But I can safely say that in all the times I've took my bike out of the garage, I've never ridden over 100 miles in one hit. I only ever get 120 miles to a full tank, and I never ride over 100 miles an hour anymore. I could quite happily ride this out with the lads, out on the bikes, absolutely no issues at all, no qualms. I know a few of them will have a few words about it, like, well, there's no exhaust, I like to wear the pipes, I like to go through the gears, and I do, I like all that. However, I managed to get over that with an EV, with an electric car, and I'm more than happy to drive with no gears, and I'm more than happy to have no noise. So I think I could get over it with one of these as well. Oh, let's get out of that junction quick. Oh, it did that nice. Bloody hell. That is absolutely nuts. That would skin my CBR. Without a shadow of a doubt, that would skin it. At least a 60 anyway. Let's just get past John. Oh, Jesus Christ, feel that. That is absolutely bonkers. Oh yes. And no fuel burn at all. Oh my. See what it's like through the bends, get some lean on. Oh yes. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. That leans well. Yes. That's nice. Very good. Gotta say, impressed so far. Yeah, being a biker, I didn't think this was going to do it for me. Whoa, I completely take it back. Regen brake in there. Excellent. Oh, let's just stop at this junction. Wait for that car. Let's give it another little pop. Oh, it's just, oh, it's got ample acceleration. I don't think any biker, I don't think any biker would be unhappy with this. This would suit me. So in 2 minutes, I can already tell you the acceleration is completely and utterly bloody bonkers. The regen braking is fan bloody tastic, and the handling is excellent. This bike's built for road and a bit of off-road, I suppose. It hasn't got massive knobbly tyres on it, but you can certainly take it off-road. Doing light stuff, I'd say. So a nice bit of road coming up. So let's see what it's like through the bends. I can. Oh, look at this! Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I love it. This makes me want to get my bike out. It does. The regen braking's fantastic. It gives you so much control through the bends. It does. It gives you so much control. And these bends are tight. You know, these are windy little roads. Just onto the throttle, out of the bend. Oh, 70 miles an hour. Obviously, this is a private road. So 70 miles an hour there. 104.3 watt-hours per mile. Ridiculous. Oh, outstanding, outstanding. Would I buy one of these? Bloody right I would. Can I afford one? No, because I've stretched us to the limit buying a Tesla. But what I will say is, if this was cheaper, then absolutely I'd buy one, without a shadow of a doubt. So 65 miles an hour, 99.4 watt-hours per mile. No wonder it's got a range of 100 miles. God, the acceleration. I'm not even trying. I can't tell you, I'm barely touching the throttle. Barely touching the throttle. So barely, I've just crept it around 70 miles an hour. Yeah, it's so easy to control. At any point you think you're giving it too much or you're giving it too little, you can just alter that with the regen, or just applying a little bit more throttle. You've got that instant torque. I've got to say, the sun's just gone down. I'm getting bloody cold. My legs are freezing. But if I was warmer, I'd be happy to keep on this for hours. And hours it will do. That 13 kilowatt hour battery, that's a big heavy old lump, that is. But you've got to remember, it's replacing the engine and the gearbox itself. It does feel nimble and brisk. The price of the bike, John said, was around 12 grand. It was brand new. You can get demos. Originally he went to buy a demo, but unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, he ended up having to buy a brand new one. In terms of reliability, John says it's been really good, albeit he has had to have a new charger twice. But all that was covered under warranty. They picked the bike up, re-delivered the bike, so definitely it's a good after-sale service there. And he said he loves the bike. So he said he had some kind of rapid charging, because he's opted for the 9-hour charge, which in my view is a little bit slow, but the amount that I use our bike, it would fit me perfectly as well. So if you wanted to go anywhere, because John does go down to Switzerland, he does some quite long distances on his bikes. He takes his CBF 1000, that's that dirty stinking thing running on petrol behind us. But I've got to say, an awesome bike. I've ridden a CBF 1000 on numerous occasions, and an excellent bike. But it's just like anything that comes out of Japan. They know how to build bikes and cars. So the rapid charging, that would be nice. You're talking a 13 kilowatt hour battery. How long can it take to charge that? What are you talking, 10 minutes? 10 minutes on a rapid charger? Absolutely fantastic that would be. Another 100 miles. And I've got to say, after 100 miles you do need to stop and have a rest. Anybody who rides a bike or is thinking about going into riding a bike, I would absolutely say go and try one of these. It's absolutely bloody bonkers on acceleration. It runs for literally a bag of peanuts, but it also is a fantastic ride. The weight distribution is so good, and I mean, with that battery, which is tucked away just down here, it's really good. It's not top heavy, which you would expect. So there is a little bit of noise that you can hear from the motor when you accelerate and when you let off and use the regen. Only what you'd find with any electric vehicle. I've got to say, it's a whole lot quieter than an engine. I don't know if you can pick up on it, but if I just open the visor, you should be able to hear John in the on the CB1000 behind me. Bloody noisy thing. Nah, I'm only playing. I'm not going to slate internal combustion bikes. I love them. And in terms of their carbon footprint, I think it's minuscule about the amount they get ridden. I've got to slow down. Jesus. It does run away with you. It does really run away with you. Like any bike does. It's very easy to speed on a bike, but it seems even easier to speed on this. So I've been riding now for half an hour. I've got 84% left on the battery, using 98.2 watt hours per mile. On with the regen, a little bit on the brake. Let's just see if we can hold that back brake there, put a bit of power on, hold it. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. So easy to control. Right, let's open it up, let's give it a go. Ready? Here we go, there we go. 50, 60, 70, 80, absolutely bonkers. Oh my word, absolutely insane. And it's so controlled and effortless. It's got the road so well. It really has got the road so well. So off the throttle, and there's a junction coming up, plenty of regen. I mean, you got your normal engine brake that you get, not your engine brake. You've got your normal braking that you get from the wind. It's with the added regen, it certainly slows you down. So nothing coming on the throttle. Let's take it through Hartshill. Straight over, beautiful. Oh, it's that Porsche. This, oh god, it's fucking nuts. This is. I'm trying to work out why it feels so fast, because the time specified of 3.9 seconds is quick, but it's no quicker than a lot of bikes. But I think it is just the lack of gear change, and you've got to remember that to get that speed, to get that 0 to 60 time, you've got to get it perfect every time. You can't miss a gear, you've got to get the gear change right, you've got to get it in the power band, where this, you just rip the throttle back and it does it all for you, and you're guaranteed to get the best 0 to 60 time. Unless obviously you've got a bit of pudding on you like I have. So, 12,000 quid, is it worth it? Probably not for me, actually. I've got to say, I couldn't spend 12k on a bike anyway. I mean, I've got a friend who's bought a ZZR 14, he spent 14 grand on that. I mean, I think that's too much money. Second hand, yeah, definitely. And you've got a 100,000 mile warranty on the battery, and this is done so far 4,500, so a bit of a way to go. Excuse me, and a bit of a way to go yet. But no, I couldn't spend 12 grand on one. I couldn't warrant the usage for it. I mean, my CBR sat in the garage now for, well, I could have got it out today, admittedly, but it's sat in the garage for months. It ain't moved. It sits there with the battery saver on it. So no, definitely not. If this was 4 grand or 5 grand, no, I'd pay more than that, actually. I probably would. Don't know what was bleeping then, something was bleeping. I probably would pay 6 grand for this bike, in all honesty. Brand new, I would. And over time, the prices will drop, the bikes will get better, and I probably would consider buying one. But I think I can safely say that I'm still going to be buying a Renault Twizy. But that is, oh god, I can't swear. Absolutely ridiculous. This is just going to be a video of me going, Jesus, this is mad, this is absolutely ridiculous. And it is. That instant torque. The suspension on this is excellent. Coming back through this area here, the roads, quite frankly, are terrible. And it's just soaking them up. It's soaking the bumps up, no problem at all. There's a speed bump every 10 metres, and there's a pothole every 5. And it's just soaking them up with no issues at all. So yeah, a really nice ride, but still firm enough to feel like you're not going to bounce into a hedge. So anybody who's got a full bike licence, you can ride one of these. You can't ride it on L plates, because it's a bit too powerful. But yeah, get yourself out on it and have a bit of fun. I'd be interested to know what anyone else thinks after riding one of these. I don't see many people riding them. I know I've seen a couple of chaps in America who've got them. Obviously there's John in the UK who's got one, but they're a bit of a rarity, I think. This bike came from Street Bike in Hales Owen, I believe, which is, I think, the only dealer, or it was certainly John's nearest dealer, Hales Owen being just outside Birmingham. So if you were interested, get yourselves down there. They'll offer you a test ride. They'll do you an extended test ride as well. And apart from me shouting, this is bloody bonkers a lot of the time, I can't tell you, it's outstanding. Definitely there's going to be a little bit of a habit to break here, because well, not only we've had our addiction to internal combustion now for so long, but also as a biker, you do like the noise. You love the noise, you love the gear change, you love everything about it. That's bikes. But I can certainly say that if the price was less, I'd have one of these, without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Bit of a different one this time. No cars in sight, but for anybody who's interested in riding a bike, then this is definitely something to consider. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, I love it. Absolutely, I love it, John. I do.